Good morning.
你好。
Hey! Yeah, I went looking for you that way if it's not a golf car or not.
Yeah, we went down with the canals. A little ways.
Delicious multi-grain cheese. I got one bigger sourdough like that.
We had a lot of sourdough. Olive bread.
Olive garlic, ciabatta, pumpkin.
What do you think, Lisa? What would be good with our dinner?
She left. How are you?
Do you need any squash?
Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Huh?
Happy New Year.
Tell them about yourself, Mama. Who are you?
Oh, okay. I'm Susan. I'm 57 years old. I'm a teacher assistant at a Montessori school. And mostly I'm a mother of 4 adult children now, no longer living at home. 3 are still in college. Jesse's the oldest, he's 32. Amber will be 30 in January. Chloe is going to be 24 and Dylan is 21. And I had the pleasure of staying home for 20 years and raising my children and enjoying all the wonderful things that they experienced and watching them grow. And I would never change anything. I love it. This is my mother, Dorothy, who's recently moved down from Norman, Oklahoma. Say a couple things about yourself.
Yeah. And I've moved here with Susan. Seemed the right thing to do. She came to my house and said, "You need to come home with me."
Where we live here, my job is 3 miles away. Bruce, my husband, Bruce's job is, I think it's about 8 miles away. And so we stay within a small circle of our home. So it feels like a small town, but it's in a large city. Before I was Susie, or Susan, I was Susie, who wanted to be sunshine. And I was raised in Miami, and I loved being outside and being at the beach and riding my bicycle and playing frisbee and being free. And I
Riding
love
the
art
bicycle all the way over to the beach.
and making clothes. I made all my clothing. I used to wear maxi skirts
Remember
where I
I
would take
started-
3 yards of material and I could make a long skirt to the floor, and I would wear like a tube top or some type of very small top, and then a very flowing skirt. Yeah, we learned how to sew when we were very young in elementary school. So a lot of my friends weren't that accomplished at sewing, and they would bring me their material, and I would make skirts for anybody that wanted me to sew for them. Miami, back in the 60s and 70s, was very slow during the summer. It was hot and slow, and then during the winter, it got busy with all the snowbirds coming down from New York and Canada.
Always.
But during the spring and summer, it was very quiet and slow.
That was
The funny thing about our street growing up is we had lots of Capricorns. So we all got to celebrate our birthdays together.
Capricorn.
A lot of children on the street were born in January.
My 2 daughters were both Capricorn.
Right. So I'll go through the list for you. Meg is January 3rd, my sister. I'm January 18th. Irene down the street was January 14th, 4 days before me. And Gail across the street was January 14th, the same day as Irene. So we had all these girls who were Capricorns, and we would have birthday parties for a whole month. So it was really nice. Yeah.
And then when I was growing up, I remember a lot of Halloween costumes
Yes.
that were made by hand.
Yes.
What do you think was my favorite?
Maybe Mario?
Ah, right on.
That was awesome.
That was so
You
good.
look just like it.
So good.
What, you were Mario?
No.
The photos are amazing.
Yeah.
We have the ears and the tail from Mario 3. It was very specific.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Very
very
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
so it was fun. We had so much fun with the 4 children at the house and making costumes and Christmas and birthdays.
That's
and
how they usually happen. We didn't go out and buy costumes. We
Girl
made
Scouts
them.
and Boy Scouts and yeah. I would like to welcome you to my house. I would like to welcome you to please come visit us, and we'd love to meet you and get to know you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
I did 3. Because I think at least you had Bruce there with you to help you.
Oh yeah, it was different. And we were married for 7 years.
With already
Right.
2 children.
Yeah, this because
And then
medicine
John.
had changed.
You know, no one can walk natural on camera. You ever see a lot of these documentaries where people are going to be interviewed and first they show them walking to introduce them and they're all... No one can do it. Well, oh. I forget about that part. Hey.
Oh, fireworks!
Oh, good. Fireworks. One of the most intriguing things to me, I heard recently, is that much of Polynesia was peopled by people that originally came from Taiwan.
That sounds right. The culture's very, the Aboriginal culture.
Yeah, that's fascinating to me, that there were people there that peopled Polynesia, all of the Pacific Islands. Yeah. The bamboo probably came from your neck of the woods. I think it probably came from China or Southeast Asia somewhere.
Then we got the Poinciana came from.
Madagascar. Yeah.
Cool. Where did the palms come from?
I don't know. Don't know much about that. The Arikas probably Malaysia originally. Yeah. We hope we can entertain you in our treehouse someday.
How many years have you been working on the backyard?
25 years since we moved here. This was the first thing.
Why?
What else you gonna do?
Right.
Because I like to have a lot of people over, and people like to have a place to sit.
But you didn't think about just putting on the lawn chairs.
Well, you have to have a roof so you can be out of the rain. And you have to have some height so you can look down at the fish.
Because he's a carpenter at heart.
Right.
Because Bruce is a carpenter.
I should have stayed a carpenter.
What are you now?
I'm a lowly psychiatrist, and I could have stayed a carpenter.
Well, how did you meet Mom?
Mutual friend. Sue had a friend down the street. Another little 15-year-old girl.
Who was dating Bruce's roommate.
Right. And so we're childhood sweethearts. Yeah, we don't get out much anymore. We stay in the burbs, in the backyard, and camping.
Mm-hmm.
Now some of my favorite things in South Florida are camping, out away from where the people live.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to camp in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
It must be good camping.
Mountains.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see your mountains. We don't have any mountains.
We have tons of mountains.
Well, just look forward to meeting the family, all of you, your sister, your mom, your dad. I hear there's a lot of aunts and uncles, cousins. Just to try to get an understanding of your place in the universe, you know.
That's what I'm trying to get to here.
Right.
Did you get some thoughts on that?
Well, I like the smallness of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the smallness of my own place makes me feel liberated because it's just such a small part, so. But I like that awestruck
I don't think that's
feeling.
what you see up there.
No, it's this awestruck thing. It's not like the stories about the constellations.
Yeah.
Right. Figure out my place in the universe, you know?
Yeah.
Feel a little bit liberated by my smallness, by my relatively less responsibility than if I was some created guy that has to do the right thing to end up in the right place.
Yeah.
It don't sit well with me.
Yeah. What would sit well with you?
My smallness. Just a little evanescent, it's a little like a meteoric flash, and then it's over. But you do leave some progeny.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it goes beautifully for you two.
You're on YouTube. Dig it.
Happy New Year! It's good luck, I heard on the news, if you wear
Oh no.
red underwear at midnight.
Huh.
It's gonna be a happy year, a lucky year.
What are you eating, Hazel?
Hey, what are you eating?
What are you eating?
I think she's eating almond butter.
Oh.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Oh, peanut butter too? Okay. Yeah, she has apples to like dip it, but she just eats it.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to try to graduate this fall. That would be ideal. We'll see. I don't know.
Cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. You're so good.
Oh my god, I'm both in the video.
Uncle Dylan and Chloe are taking a nap.
Whoa.
Whoa. Getting internety.
Hazel, you like the kittens?
That's a big fat cat.
Yeah, we've lived in Athens for 4 years now, and we're probably going to be here another year or two. See where we go. Yeah. Ah!
So another.
It is nice. Like, this is a very family-friendly sort of place.
How do you feel with the new baby?
I just am so huge. I feel so pregnant and uncomfortable, to be honest.
Aww.
I'm excited, but I'm really excited about not being pregnant.
Right.
And then I'm also excited about the baby, too.
Right.
Which is, you know, I'm really very excited, but right now I'm just like, very excited.
Great. One more month.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, like when you're not married, that like going out to a movie is like not a big deal or whatever. But when you're married, when you're married, out to a movie is like, and then like getting cheese nachos is like the highlight of like your month, you know. And so that's like us. We're going out to eat dinner, and we haven't done that in like 4 months or something. So it's pretty awesome.
Ability to be very laid back and accepting and open-minded. Those are seen as like important values, I thought. So, being able to like accept different things happening in your life, not freaking out about something, or accept different people or different ideas, or the Rickies as getting together often at our house, having a ton of community around, ton of people exchanging books. A lot of times the conversation was like, oh, here's a book I read, I'll give this to you, and everybody passes it around, that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, sure. So we met each other. I like this story because it's funny. We met each other in an activist group, and it's the Students United for Peace and Justice group in college.
I lost my contact. I'll give you my contact.
Okay. And when we met, I was like going to make posters to go to a protest, and Ryan was supposed to help me with the posters, but he didn't show up or something. So that was very disappointing. But then later, we saw each other at Jesse's gamelan concert. Jesse did Balinese drumming music, and we saw each other there, and Ryan was like so apologetic he didn't come to make the protest posters with me, so he invited me out to lunch at a Hare Krishna lunch the next day, and he paid for my lunch, which made it like a date. And then later when we went to the protest on the protest bus, we sort of held hands and like snuggled a little bit on the bus. So that's, I guess, how we met. So
She sang us the Aunt Chloe song again.
She sang it again?
Yeah.
Well, I like.
Right, just a little introduction about yourself.
Okay. I'm in my first year of law school, waiting for my grades still for my first semester. And that's it, really. I'm really bad on camera. I don't like cameras. Makes me uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you guys were here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna make some dinner tonight.
Cool, what are you making?
Well, I'm making roast potatoes with rosemary, and a salad with beets and goat cheese and orange. And then for Mom and Dad, I got this like pork tenderloin thing from Trader Joe's that's frozen.
That's cool.
Aunt Chloe song has gotten pretty popular, so that's always nice. And it's been good to see her growing up. I feel very lucky. And she's adorable. Oh, I got to go to her second birthday party and meet all her like little friends who are also two. So that was really awesome. Yeah.
We're working on this video for the Lisa's family.
Okay.
All right, so we're just trying to have sort of a general little portrait of everybody.
It was good. It was a 2-hour nap. Let's see. I've lost some clothing on this trip. That's also very normal. Lost a pair of jeans. Not a big deal. Lost a jacket. They both would have been useful. And okay. I went hiking for the last 3 days. Yeah, so it was an awesome Southbounder hiker reunion. There were 11 of us in total. Tag and Coach both brought their girlfriends, and Tag also brought his dad, so they were new additions to the group. Everyone was lovely and super fun. We only got to camp for 2 nights because Tag was sick from food poisoning on the second night, so we stayed at a hostel, which was totally fine. That's probably where I left my jeans.
Yeah.